What is up, everybody? Robert Greenblatt here with another little real estate story. So this is Francisco's story. I'm going to pull his a review up for you guys. Here it is. So recently, Francisco wrote this for me. A good realtor always finds what you're looking for in a home. He made it very easy to sell and buy. And I will definitely recommend and use Robert Greenblatt again. Thank you. Thank you, Francisco. I appreciate the beautiful words. Here's what you don't know about Francisco. I've known Francisco for probably 7 or 8 years. Francisco originally reached out to me probably 7 or 8 years ago. And at that time, he was moving from Florida back to this area, and he was in a bit of a time crunch. He had a car full of his family, and he had to buy a house pretty quickly. So we hit the ground running when he got into town, and he bought the house, and everything was cool. He was really happy and appreciative of everything that my team did for him. Then, about a year later, he reaches out and he goes, "You know what? I don't really like this house. I want a different house." So like any good real estate agent, I said, okay, let's get another house and let's sell your house. So that's exactly what we did. We found another house for him. We sold his house and everything was cool. I try my best to stay in touch with past clients, but I'm not perfect. Didn't hear from him until a few months ago. He reached out to me and he said, "Hey, Robert, it's Francisco. Do you remember me?" And I'm like, I only know one Francisco. So there's only one Francisco. So of course I remembered him, and he proceeded to explain to me that he actually moved again since the last time that I interacted with him. And he was so apologetic for that. He said, "Hey, look, there was a sign at the house next door where I was living, and I was thinking about getting a different house. So I just went with that agent, and it was a huge mistake." He went on and on and on about how that was a bad relationship and that didn't work out well. And that agent got tied into the purchase of his current home, or what was his current home when I was talking to him at that time. And I said, "Don't worry about it, my friend. I understand." One of the pieces in my marketing is the rebound realtor. While this isn't exactly what I consider a rebound realtor because I knew Francisco before, when I serviced him, but he made a decision. He feels like in hindsight he made a mistake, but he was so happy to reconnect with me. And I said, "Hey, I don't care. I'm happy to help you. I'm glad you came back." So of course we hit the ground running again. And one thing about Francisco is he keeps a really nice house. And if he buys a house that's already pretty nice, he makes it even nicer. If he buys a house that's not very nice, he makes it really nice. So that's Francisco for us. So a few months ago, I had the opportunity to start helping him and his family again. It was time for him to downsize. His children were getting a little bit older, and he felt like the house that he had was a little too big. So we were able to procure him a buyer very quickly, basically in one weekend of showings. And at the same time, we were doing some shopping, and we nailed down a house that actually wasn't so pretty. But Francisco is a very consistent guy, and within a couple of weeks after closing on his new house, he was texting me pictures of how beautiful it is and what he changed, because we spent a lot of time talking about that, and he was super excited. So Francisco, once again, thank you for the opportunity to help you and your family once again, and I appreciate every time you come back, but stay put for a little while. Signing off. Thanks, guys.